Hello you guys, and welcome back to another video. And this morning, it's the morning again, so I'm jumping in really quickly before I have to rush out the door and doing some journaling. I will be just decorating today, but we've moved on to, this was Monday. I spent some time on Pinterest, and so I wanted to document my day about that because I am currently Apple obsessed, and I think it has to always do with my kits. I have a journal kit that I put out, but I become like obsessed with whatever is going on in that kit. So yeah, so anyway, so I'm just gonna I thought I would pop on here real quick and show you guys how I'm gonna kind of decorate this page about me being Apple obsessed and spending some time on Pinterest. But I actually picked up these little apple shapes at a thrift store. We have a local charity run store here. Well, it's not local to me, but it's about 15 minutes away, and I guess that could be local. But anyway, always check that. They have a whole like crafting school supply section, and this was actually part of a teacher's bundle thingy, and so they had a lot of little teachers things there, and they make great journaling things you can put in your journal. Also, I just moved this calendar. I picked this up at Dollar Tree because if you've been following me for a while, or if not, I do use a calendar at the beginning of in my journal at every month, and I usually order a Susan Branch because it's the perfect size to fit into these composition books. But I found these at Dollar Tree, and I think they will do the trick. So they're not as thick. Usually I use mine as a pocket, you know, to store my numbers and days of the weekend. But I think if I put a piece of cardstock on here, it would work just fine. Now they are all the same. That was one of the reasons I did like Susan Branch, because it was very seasonal. But you could always, when you add the cardstock, what I'm thinking is when I add the cardstock to the back of this, I can make it more seasonal if I want to. For $1.25, you can't go wrong there. So I really was excited to find these little calendars and pick one up. So back to my Apple story. Okay, so I'm going to actually just kind of, create a little decorating here, and then I'm probably just going to put in, you know, my day wasn't extremely, what do you call it? Every day's interesting. You can make your day interesting, but I guess it wasn't uneventful, which is always nice, right? Ooh. Got glue on my page. So I'm just going to kind of layer up some things, and I actually pulled out my stamps because I thought that would be fun to add to the pages. So I did spend some time on Pinterest. My page, when I printed this out, I really literally just did a print, copy image and print. I want to set up my tier, 3-tier little display, kitchen display, in my kitchen as a, sorry, I just got a text message. But I do want to set up my 3-tier, and I was getting inspiration off of Pinterest, and I love this very, very cute, busy display area. And so, yeah, so I'm gonna work on that. I did go by, my daughter had gone by Goodwill, and they had a teapot and 2 teacups that were in the shape of apples. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need that for my 3-tier. So I went by yesterday and picked that up. So I'm really excited to work on that today, or this weekend, I guess. So putting her on here, I literally just printed her out. I copied her. She's going to cover up my apple, which is okay. So I'm just going to add her on here. I've already have her a picture where I designed her, but I haven't made her into stickers, and the stickers will not be this big, but I wanted to add her to my page to show where my obsession is coming from. Let's see, I know I have these little name tags. They come in super handy for also creating, like, when I put my numbers down on my pages, I like to have some sort of background to it, just so it kind of stands out a little bit. So these name tags, these are also a Dollar Tree find, are great to use for backgrounds or like journaling spots. The only thing is, with them being glossy, you would definitely need to use the appropriate marker. So what was Monday? Let's find Monday in here. I think so Saturday was the 6th. So Monday was the 8th. Let's look at our calendar just to make double sure. Yep, Monday was the 8th. And again, just doing these in steps helps with getting, keeping up with your journal, and especially if you keep a creative daily journal. And even if you don't, just life in general, like things you want to document, just keeping up with look, now I just saw that was a printable that was in the shape of an apple. Okay, so I'm going to do some stamping, and then I'm going to call it good. That way we've already kind of got somewhat of our page documented. Oh, and if you're wondering about the polka dots on the back of the page here, they are, this ink, it's a bingo ink. You can get them on Amazon. And they make, and I just kind of, I have a hard time working with the plain white background, so it really works for, I'm just kind of creating a little background here, and I'll be filling it in, but it kind of creates a, gives you a little bit of color to start with. I'm going to just do the letter apple in stamps. I don't use my stamps enough. I really do like stamping too. And I used to be so particular if it didn't look like just perfectly, or see how they had this apple stamp, how the lines that go around it. I would just like, I can't use this, I can't use this, and I've gotten over that. Because I think part of stamping too, it depends how you feel about it. Not everybody feels the way that I feel, but I think it just kind of adds a little something to it. Or maybe I've just accepted it. Apple, A-P-P-L-E. That's the other thing, is when you're filming, or I know that I misspelled crafty on that first page we did on Monday, or whenever we did that page. So I had to go back in and fix that. Okay, so we did this, and I'm just gonna write in black, obsessed. O-B. Oh goodness. See, sometimes when I'm writing, I don't want to misspell anything. And now I'm second guessing myself. Yep, O-B-S. Oh, I'm glad I checked. S-E-S-S-E-D. Sometimes when you're creating, my brain just goes. I'll just reiterate this a little bit so it doesn't look like I totally messed up. I think I'm going to outline this. I would really kind of stamp that a little bit. Alright. And like I said, we can come in here, maybe even, I don't think this is red. Even kind of color in some of them. Yes, coloring outside the lines, guys. But I think it kind of just, you know, you can make it as precise as you want, or as, you know, funky junky. There we go. And then what I'll do is I can either, I'll just kind of write in a little thing, because again, my day was uneventful, but this was what I did a lot of the day, was having fun on Pinterest. Hello, what a great... Adding some pink because this isn't red. And yeah, so you got to get the idea. You just fill it in, and I'm curious how long this was, if this was like 15 minutes or 10 minutes, but again, you're getting your pages done in sessions, you know, so you're not overwhelmed all at one time. All right, you guys, y'all have a super sparkly day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.